She could just
Just
record
record
it.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
no.
oh, sorry to disappoint our all of probably 0 viewers for this one.
Well, I know. I was streaming though, because to be
All
honest, we
7
have people that
viewers,
want to
which
watch
6
like
of us
out of the
are
group,
us.
like Brandon or whatever. But I'll just post that still on YouTube
And then
tomorrow.
Preston.
Yeah. Or can you do it tonight?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do it.
All right. Well, we're back up and recording. We're just not streaming.
So came to Earth 5 years ago. I was a gardener in heaven. In heaven, everybody has their own individual paradise. I kept them up and running, made sure it stayed nice and paradisey. I, with a lot of interaction with humans because of tending to their paradises, I grew sympathetic, heard of the oncoming apocalypse, and rebelled against heaven. Boom. Backstory.
I have like 0 backstory.
I think a backstory for this could honestly be perfectly fine if it can be summed up in 30 seconds. So
You're like, I don't. Shit, this particular game didn't require a particular backstory for the mundane. At least for my character, it's like, you're here, it happened. Deal.
I think the
done.
one thing that you'd probably need to come up with is why you're here. It's the big detail that you would need to come up with.
Well, that's the thing, is that
She spoke to one too many managers. She's still trying to find the Grand Overlord manager.
So I'm actually I can make this either really easy for her, or I can make this a bit complicated for her with my little selection here. And I'm kind of angel and demon on both shoulders.
Well, I mean, you're a private investigator. You need a secretary. So that's something.
Well, I've
that could
got
be
something
really
in
easy.
here. So
Oh, okay.
what do you want there? I'll leave it up to you. What do you want? You want easy or you want challenging there, Kelly?
Oh, go with challenging.
Well, Kelly, would it be easier for Sean to go first?
Technically, for the introduction, when you get here, wait for everyone to catch up so you can do your introductions together. I'm like, so I have to literally wait for everybody to do the things first before I can go. Because I'm an uneventful human and whatever.
Okay. So then, Sean, what's yours?
All right, I won't do the crazy here, but here we go. Dex is my comrade in arms. We face the biggest threats together.
I like
Karen is my on-again, off-again love interest. I get to ask
secretary.
I get to ask her what keeps us apart, and I'll tell her what keeps us together.
Perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna turn this into a
Man,
fucking
Sean,
movie.
I wanted to be that one.
It's a fucking Lifetime movie, is what it is.
This is gonna be so good already.
So stupid.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this too.
Oh my god. I have to breathe. I have to breathe. Breathe.
All right. So you all know each other, correct? Y'all are all pretty good.
Apparently,
Everybody else is?
we are quite familiar.
No, okay, so I think that what's yours? Oh, you already told me what yours is for me, and that probably clarifies what yours is for him. So
Yes,
Well,
apparently.
I need to know what Karen thinks
What's
keeps
the
us
mundane?
apart.
What Karen thinks cute. Oh,
Also, Tony, can you loop the
too
music?
focused on work.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah. Let me do that.
Okay, Shaz.
Ace tonight, baby.
Ace.
We're role playing it
Jesus.
up.
Oh my god. I don't have enough booze in. So, Ace, like Shaz, Ace. Repeat, just for my giggles, what our relation is, if there is any.
You are my on-again, off-again love interest. And I get to ask you what keeps us apart, and I tell you what keeps us together.
Okay. All right. On that note, I gotta get a pen. Where's my pen?
Side note: what keeps us together? This sex is too good.
What keeps us apart is that I'm an employee getting paid $7 a goddamn hour. Who?
It's like I found a way to get minimum wage for prostitution.
He doesn't respect me as a person. Oh my god. All right. Shit.
Perfect.
I have to breathe. Hang on.
Sean, does your character smoke? Tell me he smokes cigars.
Oh yeah.
Or like
Oh,
cigars or hand-rolled cigarettes. Tomato at this point.
You know what? I'm going with an old school detective look. So I'd say I have like one of those old school cigarette containers that you just like pop out.
And your drink of choice is just
Just
whiskey straight.
Yeah, no,
Whiskey
old
straight,
school scotch.
warm,
Old
whatever.
school scotch.
Scotch. Okay.
Oh, warm scotch. That's 1950. What?
Well, that's exactly.
I like
look like I
chocolate
stepped
milk.
out straight out of the 50s.
For real.
My drink of choice is chocolate milk.
I think my character has a correction based on my knowledge now. Instead of she doesn't have a drink of choice, it's now whatever he drinks because I'm a giant pushover.
There you go. You're the kind that. All right, gotcha.
So,
I was like,
Karen, what keeps you and Ace apart?
Yeah, Karen.
his
Kelly,
wife.
I mean Karen.
Ooh.
Goddamn
I mean, I don't get to decide. It's up to her. Karen, don't tell Kelly.
Oh, that's it.
All right, Sean, what keeps
Done.
y'all together?
It's canon.
He already
Wife.
said.
I don't remember. I'm
But
still
now I
thinking
want to
about
hear
that.
Sean say it.
That. It's not the D. Shut your face.
Oh yeah, it's the D.
All right, so
The sex, just she can't get away from it, man.
so to solidify,
I mean, I started doing, the big boy moves, shaking it a little bit around. She can't resist, and we back at it.
so now we're back to you, Karen. You still have to pick two histories between the two.
I gotta breathe. Hang on. Ooh. Out of my list of 8.
Yeah, this is where the night's going. Let me go ahead and fix myself a drink.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Karen, underneath history, there is one that says romantically involved.
Yes.
I'll be
Just
back in
have
like
a
a
crush.
minute. I'm gonna grab like 3 more beers.
So
Just
to
go ahead
make it
stock up, bro.
easy on you, you could just say romantically involved for Ace,
Yes.
and then just pick one for the other one. You can just pick. You're a bit suspicious of Dex, maybe due to their unnatural powers or something like that.
And that's what I was thinking of. Because I wanted to know everybody's background before I could go.
Mhm.
Because I don't like conflicting backgrounds. It's annoying as shit.
Well, y'all are all building backgrounds together, so
Yeah,
just
yeah,
build your
yeah.
backgrounds as you go.
Sean's growing me ice. Let's see. Yeah.
You
So
could-
definitely the romantically involved is for Ace.
Okay.
I don't have to ask him which one they prefer, because apparently he's very clear. Dex, I imagine, since he's a particular angel, that's slightly douchey because he's incapable of knowing human interactions.
I am back. What did you decide?
Well, I mean, I've got a history of Ace, which is romantically involved, or you just have a crush on them. Yeah, romantically involved it is. So that's Ace now, obviously. It's his secretary from the 1950s. Mr. Ace, do you have a phone call on line too? Jesus
So
Christ.
are you going for the same thing that you mentioned before for me, or?
I'm gonna go with that one. Like, I'm suspicious of you only because
I'm a fucking angel.
yeah, so you have unnatural powers. It's weird. I don't know if I know that you're an angel.
She doesn't
don't
know
know.
if you actually have a manager.
I mean,
Who
I would have told
speak to?
everybody that I'm an angel. So
Like, who do I even
you've
speak
seen my
to
eyes
piss
glow.
me off?
I'll put it that way. You've
Yes,
seen
but
a
can I
shadow of
speak
wings
to
behind me.
Jesus or God if you piss me off? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's
Or
a
is it
huge
just-
prick.
So,
like,
so that's your histories with him? You're a bit
yes.
suspicious? Okay.
She's seen Chris Angel. She knows this is all just a hoax. It's all smokes and mirrors.
It's all cards and mirrors. It's fine.
Alright, if you are all ready, we can start the epilogue.
Yes, I'm very, very ready.
Yeah.
What, we're already at the
So-
end? Or are we doing the prologue?
Prologue is what he
prologue.
means.
Do you know about what he means?
It
I
could
know
be
grammar.
both. It could be both.
Yeah.
You
What
don't
is
Dun,
this?
dun, dun, dun. It started the
So,
way it began.
Shortest story ever.
Right?
So, we start in a dark and dreary night. The end. Well,
On a dark and stormy night, 1940. All right, we're done. Okay.
for real though. So, we see in a dark and dingy basement, there's the camera kind of pans through different rooms. Where's that fucking? Okay. So in one room,
One job.
a bunch of laboratory equipment. And another room, we see a bunch of medical equipment. And then through the third room, we see it looks like an armory. There's guns, body armor, weapons, all kinds of different stuff. Across from the hall from that, we see it looks like a workshop where somebody might have been whittling some wood, crafting some boxes, maybe even building a couple new guns along the lines. And then at the very end of the hallway, we see an oak desk with a man sitting, his face alight by a computer screen, with a very large gray mustache, perfectly curled on the ends, and a large cowboy hat sitting on the side of the desk. His hair is thinning and greased backwards, and he's typing and reading along as he's typing. And he reads his email out loud. Hive Command. This is Samuel L. Holliday of the southeastern region of the United States of America. As you may very know, our region is understaffed, and I am formally requesting additional temporary hunters to help deal with the recent anomalies that have been popping up in my region. My expert is already working hard to find out more details about these monsters and anomalies. My old bones just simply cannot handle the work like it used to could. If y'all could send some down, preferably some of these new young folk that y'all have, down to me, that would be outstanding. With most humbling regards, Samuel L. Holliday. So now our camera pans into the woods, and we see the headlights of a car driving at nighttime through a thick rolling fog with swamp on both sides. What kind of vehicle are we seeing? And who's driving?
I think that's a Karen question.
That's a Karen question right there. When you're driving in a car, what kind of car do you have?
I'm fully aware. Okay. It has to be a real. I don't have the exact model per se, but it's a 2016 BMW sedan.
Sport.
No,
Oh,
sedan.
Dan. Okay.
I know. It's like I'm a 9 to 5 clerical lady. It's like
I mean, you
I don't-
could just go with
I
like
don't
a
do-
'94 Honda Accord, the most common car in the country.
it has to be newer.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talked
but
to the
not
people
New
that
West.
really got what she wanted.
I did at the time, 2016. I got the BMW of my dreams. As of 2020, not so much, but apocalypse can kind of prevent you from getting the things you need.
What color is it?
So
It's gunmetal
it's some kind
black.
of BMW.
Okay. So, and Karen, could you please describe the driver of the vehicle? You're
Yeah.
driving, correct?
Yeah, me. I'm like, me.
Okay. Yeah, if we could
Okay.
just get a brief description or a full description of what
Pour
you look
moi. Okay. Karen is about the average height of 5'6". She does not have the anti-mullet as is what the most average Karen has. She's not that kind of Karen. She has long shoulder, well, I'd say shoulder, little past shoulder length brunette hair. She typically has curled. She is in a standard white blouse that is 3/4 sleeve, a above waist pencil skirt that goes just slightly above the knee, and she currently wears her standard can't live without them 4-inch heels.
Okay. Are they stiletto?
Yes, at 4 inch they're pretty much considered stiletto. They're not going to be block heels
Right.
or anything like that.
I don't know the difference. I just know
I know it's like
stilettos.
block heels are typically 3 inches and below. It's like, yeah, 4 inch, 5 6 inch, they're going to be platformed to stiletto. Absolutely. They're going to be micro suede, however, not that plastic stuff.
That's
So,
reasonable.
like, she's going to be super pissed if there's blood on them, and it takes like a whole fucking day to have to clean them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Mhm.
All right. So, where are you sitting, Ace? And would you please describe yourself?
Yeah, I'm up in the front passenger side. Every so often, you see me give a nice little sideways glance to Karen, a little wink. Otherwise, I'm kind of just in my own thoughts, looking out on the road. But he's a middle-aged man, face a little little sun-beaten, little worn. He's wearing well, basically, he looks like he just stepped out of a time machine from the 1950s to 60s. Wearing a dark brown trench coat, he's got it all the way covered up. Decent dress slacks, nothing too fancy. But of course, he's got a very debonair tilted fedora that he keeps on his head. If you look closely, you'll see there's a slight bulge on the right side of his coat.
In this crotch.
Yeah, I knew that was going as soon as I said bulge. I was like, it's already out there. On the right side of his coat. But for those that know him, as the people in this vehicle do, he keeps a very old knife with a slightly jeweled hilt, but it keeps it wrapped up tightly so that the jewels aren't exactly presentable. But it's an odd thing for a man dressed as he is to be carrying. In his left pocket on his jacket, he keeps a silver pocket watch that he has just a light chain that goes up and attaches to the chain goes to one of the buttons on the coat. And every so often you'll see him take it out, flip, check the time, and then, as bad habit as he has, he'll also reach into one of his pockets and take out his little container of cigarettes, and I'll just go ahead and light another one up. Unfortunately, Karen's car smells a bit like cigarettes. She's always on to me about it, but I always have to put the window down, stick my head out, take a couple puffs. She gives me another dirty look. I throw it out the window, then I get another one 5 minutes later. This is just an ongoing game. She's just teasing, guys. Don't worry.
Right. And of course, and where would you be sitting, Dax? And could you please describe yourself?
It's Dex, and I would be sitting in the back seat on the driver's side, so that way I can look over and see my boy Ace. I'm wearing a pinstripe gray suit, with a pink dress shirt underneath, no tie, a white belt because I don't know what matches and what doesn't match, and a pair of red Nikes.
Well, if you're in the 80s, you're on point.
Yep. In my right coat pocket, on the inside of my coat, I keep a small angel blade. It's about the size of a short sword, slightly smaller. It's like a dagger in size. In my left pocket, it's full of lollipops, as I'm currently eating a lollipop at the moment.
It's the angel
I
cigarette.
have.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yep. I have just standard dark hair that is kind of frazzled and isn't really done anything with because I don't know it looks good. And I've got about a 5 o'clock shadow. But it never really grows. It just kind of stays that way. But it's kind of like Santa. If I shave it, I get the 5 o'clock shadow, but then it just doesn't grow anymore.
Well, how tall are you?
About 5'10". So, and I'm currently just looking at my phone.
So,
Eating a bubblegum flavored lollipop too.
Oh, I need, how new is it? Like an old school flip phone Nokia, or is it like you got like an iPhone?
This is like an S4.
Imperativeness. They're dum-dums, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, God forbid you come across that weird root beer dum-dum. Ugh.
Those are my favorite ones.
Moving on.
So, actually, I wanted to ask Ace a question about something that just occurred
Yeah.
to me, if I may do
go
so.
ahead.
Alright.
So, you begin to hear moaning from the back seat as I hold my phone up in the front seat, and you look at my phone and see there's hardcore porn. But I've got a curious look in my eye, and I say, Ace, I have a question for you about the human reproductive process.
Mm-hmm.
So why does she keep calling him daddy when there's clearly nothing paternal about their relationship?
Oh man, there's all sorts of different forms of love. Actually, hold on, turn that around for me. Let me see a little closer.
Shut it down. Shut that shit down.
Well,
Shut
I
it
just
down.
have
I
one
don't
more
care.
question.
Hold on, Karen. I might have an idea or two for later on.
No.
And
So, Karen, as you're driving and all this background noise is going on, you notice that the fog is just getting thicker and thicker as you continue to drive. And y'all have been on the road for probably about 17 hours. You've taken off breaks, but you've only been driving today for a little while. You know, you have a couple more hours to go before you get down to Savannah, Georgia. Georgia's a very long state to drive through.
Here's a wee bit tedious. 7 hours ish.
Yeah, the fog is definitely getting real thick around these swampy lands.
Fucking Florida every time.
I had one more question for Ace.
Go ahead.
What?
So,
What?
one other question, Ace. The choking, is that some human way of producing more viable offspring? I'm just curious as to why they do it.
You know what? That's actually a better question for Karen.
Karen,
You?
does
No.
choking produce viable offspring?
Quiet, you. That is a
And
question
is that
that is
something
not.
that Ace does to
Why are
you?
you still talking? I don't understand. No. It's gonna be quiet time. You're gonna get X out of that little phone screen. You're freaking, and you're gonna look out the front of the window. You're gonna ask any questions. This is happening, and you're gonna figure out, Mr. Angel shit, why the fuck there's so much fog.
I'll save it. I'll put a bookmark on it. Save it for
Yeah,
another
you
day.
save that for later. Damn it.
So, out through the rearview mirror, you see one headlight flying up to you, and then you kind of speculate it's a motorcycle, and they fly around you, and then another one, and another one, and then there's a whole group of them that come around you, and they're going fairly fast, and they just fly past you. And then you see them up ahead, probably a couple miles as you're going down this large hill. They're at the bottom, and they veer off the road into a dirt road. You come down to the bottom of the hill and you see the dirt road off to the side. And then you hear a clanking noise coming from your engine.
Ugh.
And then the engine starts to rattle and you feel a lot of play in your steering wheel.
Mm.
And then you just see your temperature gauge start to rise and smoke starts to come out through the hood of the engine.
There goes the radiator.
vehicle starts to slow down to a crawl as you pull it to the side of the road.
Yep. I
Can I make a roll?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I want to roll for sharp to read a bad situation.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So let me look at my character sheet. Do I get a bonus to? Nope, I get nothing to sharp. So
nothing. We're gonna wing this shit. Awesome.
Can I help him out? Just like by keeping a lookout and.
I got a 10.
Yeah, if you want to help him out, you could roll to help out plus cool.
Okay.
So roll for cool.
And then my cool, I get a plus something.
Oh, Gavin, you're gonna have to show your GM
no.
rolls.
Oh, how do I do that?
You hit the settings options, and then it's like
Okay.
right there in the first box or the second box. It says show GM rolls.
Okay.
So what did you get for cool? You get like a +1 or anything?
Hold on, if I get a 10 or more, they get a +1. 7 to 9, your help grants them a +1 to the roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a 9, and I don't have a plus to anything for cool.
Okay. So, and Gavin, what'd you get
A
on
10.
your? And what were you rolling for? Investigate a mystery or
no, to
read a bad situation?
I can use weird to investigate a mystery because I took black magic.
Okay. And so you rolled a 10, so you have what, a +2?
I have nothing added to sharp, so that's a straight 10.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a +1 because he did that, but so that's still a 10 plus. Okay. So what question would you like to ask?
Is this for investigate a mystery?
You said read a bad situation, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the question I would like to ask is, does this feel like any kind of sabotage?
So do you have that Hunter worksheet pulled up that I posted?
Somewhere. Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, pull that up for me.
Okay.
And read a bad situations on the first page on the bottom right. And
Okay.
those are the questions you can ask.
Okay, so it has to be from that list.
Right.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. There's no dangers that you have not noticed yet.
Okay.
You can ask 2 more.
Oh, I can ask 2 more.
You got an 11 on a 10 plus. You ask 3 questions. You get 3 holds.
All right. What's my best way out?
Through the door.
Okay. What's the biggest threat?
The engine of the car is currently smoking, but the fog looks a little unnatural to you.
Okay.
I have a question just to the DM, or whatever we call this. Do we have a number or oh yeah, to the keeper. There we go.
That's fine.
But do we have a number or point of contact, like, of who we're supposed? Like, I know we were getting sent down here, but like, do we have a number to call to be like, hey, we're broken down?
Yes, you do. It's in your cell phone.
Hey,
there's a Hive app that has his contact information.
Hey Dex, why don't you stop with all the auto asphyxiation porn there? Why don't you give a call to our guys? Let them know that we've got some car troubles going on here.
I think that might be a good idea. However, I'm sensing something about this fog. This isn't right.
Actually, going back, when you said what's the biggest threat, and I mentioned the fog, so I want to clarify that the fog is not dangerous. There's nothing around you that's dangerous. It's just, you just notice that the fog doesn't look natural. Let me just clarify that. It's not dangerous, and it's not threatening. It's just not natural.
Can I investigate a mystery?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do that too?
Yeah, all of you can if you want to.
I want to reach out with my senses. I'm using magic for this one.
Okay.
Well, that's
Who is
not
that?
good.
A 5?
Yeah, and this is for sharp, so I have a +2 to sharp, so that's 7.
I have +2 to weird, so that's 8 for me.
Okay, so should Ace, you can ask one question. You get one gold.
My question is, what is being concealed here?
So when you look around, you notice that you saw those motorcyclists pull off the side of the road. You saw it. But now, looking around, you don't see where they pulled off from. You just see a tree line. You know that you had just passed about 20 feet past where they pulled off, but you look back and there's a row of trees right there.
So I guess my follow-up question, since I got a 9,
Is that
or an
hold on?
8,
Is that pretty? Did I does that seem kind of clear to you?
Vaguely, but sure. Yeah, well, that's fine.
So let me say, like, the row of trees are shimmering. Like they don't look natural either. So it
Gotcha.
looks like there's a path in where those trees were that looks like it's kind of trying to be concealed. This hidden path that they took.
All right. Hey,
So I guess my
let me.
question would be, where did it go?
You would assume that those bikers, you see the same thing that Ace does, but you can see a clear path on the other side of the shimmering woods. Ace points it out to you, like, "Hey, those woods look a little odd," and you can kind of see a clear path going back
Past
into
the
the
trees.
woods. Yeah, but it's
Okay.
looks like the fog is creating some kind of illusion around this path.
Hey, I think we might need to get out of this fog. How about we leave the car for now? Let's head on over there, because something's trying to block us from getting on the path.
Yes, I agree.
Deezing my head off.
Karen,
So-
we'll come back for the car.
Yeah, well, no. Dex, why don't you go ahead and put in that phone call we were talking about, but let's go ahead and start
Yeah.
making our way.
So,
So
Ace,
I'm gonna go ahead and
you
do that and make the
notice,
phone call.
Ace, as you try to get out of the car, your seatbelt won't delatch, and your door won't open. It's stuck.
I'm gonna. Do I notice this?
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna
y'all
call it out
notice.
as soon as it happens. Hey, I think I'm a little stuck here, guys. I know
You're
I'm
like,
not
I put
the
a
most
hand on both
tech-savvy
of their shoulders.
gentleman.
I want to use angel wings to teleport them right outside the car.
Ooh, okay. So I need you to roll. What is it? Plus weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Crap, that's a 5.
All right. So read to us what happens if you fail your angel wings.
All right. It doesn't say. I would assume it just doesn't work. It says on a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated or you appear in the wrong place. It doesn't
okay.
say on a 1 through 6.
Oh well, then it just doesn't work. Then.
Can I try again?
No, we're gonna say let's kind of move forward rather than trying the same thing. Because
Okay.
you can easily just cut the seatbelt.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like, hey, don't worry, hon. We'll get all this replaced. We'll put this off on the insurance, and I'm gonna just go ahead and quickly slip out my knife and try and slice through the seatbelt and get myself out of here, because something doesn't seem right.
Actually, Tony, I think what would happen is I would teleport. They just wouldn't, because I don't have to.
Why am I check that out again? Hmm.
I look to my left, and I'm like, shit.
Let me see here. There we go. Sorry, my audio cut out for a second there. I didn't hear what happened.
I teleported out of the car. I meant to bring you guys with me. It just ended up only being me. These angel wings are finicky.
Terrible angel wing. Yeah, right. But okie dokie.
Yeah.
All right, so Karen,
hey,
what are you doing?
Shit's right.
No, you're fine.
Didn't think so. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the driver's seat.
All right. You know, pop open that old hood and. Nah, I just joking.
Sure, I can, but ultimately, I'm not gonna know what's in there unless it's like it's more than likely a radiator issue, so I can't fix that shit anyway unless anybody's got a bottle of water on them. That's not gonna save me like a few.
I
miles.
look to Karen and say, I heard this in a movie, but I feel like you should check your flux capacitor.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go in the engine block over here. See what's going on.
Just make sure you're good on blinker fluid.
Yes, I recently refilled that about a week ago, so I'm stocked on that, unless I've got a leak somewhere, but that's not my main concern.
You're always so prepared, Karen.
I know, it's like, it's more of a cracked radiator that I'm worried about. So let's finagle through that, and if that's the problem, then, like I said, water's only going to get me so far.
hey, can somebody help me out with this door? You know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna just shimmy across, like from the passenger side to the driver's side, since I've got the seatbelt off, cut it. Like since Karen got her door open, I'm assuming it's just gonna do the little butt shimmy across to try and get out on her side then.
Absolutely. Ace, if you wouldn't mind, pretty sure it's radiator issue, obviously, but I could take a look at the engine block, please. See what your opinion is.
I'd like to roll a perception check.
All lies. All lies.
So, as y'all open up the hood, Ace, how good is Ace with cars? Would you say he could tell? Like, cause y'all definitely see that there's definitely some steam coming right out of that radiator.
Sure, I mean, like,
So
1950s get up might mean 1950s knowledge. I don't know.
No, Karen, hear me out on this one.
Mm.
I could use my angel blade.
So, new age technology and things like that. Like I said, I'm basically a guy that just tries to live in the older ages. So, like, yeah, I'm pretty good with my hands and looking into seeing what might be wrong. But as far as like modern day computer stuff, new age cars, probably not my cup of tea.
well, the radiator's definitely smoking right now. So
I'm gonna go ahead and say, well, this usually fixes most of my problems, and pull out the sword out of my coat, and you see it sets on fire as I'm holding a big flaming dagger.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on his arm.
No.
I'm just saying, this usually fixes things.
It usually destroys the things, but we need.
Dex,
I need.
if
I
you
need
use
this.
that on Karen's car, she will use it to castrate you. Put it away for the moment.
Remind me to ask you later what castrate means, but fine. Budweiser flame up as I put my sword back.
Budweiser, shut up.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check my pocket watch real quick, see how late in the evening it is, and then I'm gonna take out a cigarette. All right.
about 11 o'clock.
How about we start taking a walk?
You're gonna take out that camel, aren't you?
So
If it's the radiator, do we have any fluids? If not, let's go ahead and start making our way to the next gas station, guys.
I mean, we'll just any fluid do.
Dex.
I start sipping my fly.
Phone call, please. Let's
was
go.
like-
Right, that. Yeah.
So
All
buy
right.
the
I
fluids, dear.
pull up my phone, punch in the number, and make the phone call.
And we are starting to make our way towards the path. I'm
Karen,
like
do you have
sheepdogging
any
them.
fluids in the trunk or anything?
Afraid not. I do not come with additional liquids of any kind, gas or water.
I was under the
Nothing
impression that all humans
in
came with additional
between.
liquids.
Thing in between.
So y'all are going to the dirt path off to the side with the illusion in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is there any
Um,
way I can, I don't know, get a better read on that? I don't know if that's a thing for my
You know
investigate
it's
a
an illusion.
mystery. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's an
That's your
illusion.
read. It's an illusion.
Okay.
You know it's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I already get my roll on that. So yeah.
Feel free to fall
So
to oblivion.
so let me put a pause on there real quick. In Monster of the Week, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna tell you how things are as they are. I'm not trying to trick you guys. So anything I tell you, it's either gonna be a yes or no. It's either gonna be a fact, like there's not gonna be any shadow play or trickery or kind of misleading. I can only tell you facts.
Okay.
So if you're confused by the way I state something, like it's kind of just the
No.
D&D side flowing over, so just let me know and I'll clear it up as best as I can.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't think it was like that. It's more of just. I think I already asked my question. I was just. I don't know, trying to get more information out of it. You already answered it. It was just more like, do I get a bad feel from stepping through the illusion? But like, I think I kind of already asked that by finding out that the fog was causing the illusion. So.
Tony, I would like to use magic.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Do I see any wildlife around?
Nope. Not in the fog. The fog is
Not e-
really thick. Y'all can barely see each other in the car. It's very
So-
thick fog.
Do I hear birds chirping or crickets or
Nothing.
anything? I don't see a squirrel anywhere. Chipmunk, bird.
Nothing.
Bro,
Nothing
it's like
that's
11 o'clock
alive
at night
other
in the
than
fog.
three of you. In the middle of a swamp.
I don't hear any animal-like noises.
Nope.
You know what you hear? The other person on your phone. Make the call, Dex.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, I'm making the phone call. Ring, ring.
As you pull the phone up to your hand, you hear a hello. Hello. Is this thing on?
Hi. This is Dex with Hive. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, this is Samuel Holiday. Everybody just calls me Sam. Hello, Dex. How can I help you? I'm the regional
yes.
manager of the Southeast region of the United States of America.
I don't know
US
what any of that
solid
means.
US of A.
We are on our way to
down.
you, and our mechanical object began to malfunction and is no longer moving in a singular direction.
So what you're saying is you done broke down on the side of the road.
Affirmative.
All right. Well, which road are you on?
Do I see any street signs or anything?
No.
Do I have GPS?
Does perhaps the driver know where we are?
Hey, Karen, where are we?
What? Keeper, do I know where I is?
Yeah, you're on Apple Road.
There you go.
We are on Apple Road.
Now, did you pass the truck stop?
Keeper,
Karen,
did
did
I
we pass
pass
the
the
truck
driver?
No.
No, we have not passed a truck
I'm
stop.
afraid not.
All right. Well, if you haven't passed the truck stop, that means you're probably about 45 minutes outside the city. I can come and get you if you need me to.
Alright.
I was
Okay, great.
told the mechanical object needs fluids of some kind. I hear humans have a lot of those.
Oh, so
It
you
needs
must
a
have one of
radio
them radiator
station.
problems. Have you tried pissing in it?
No, I have
Get 'em.
not, but give me just a moment. As I begin to walk over
No,
to
no, no, no.
the car.
No. Temporary fix. Temporary fix. It's not going to get us where we need to be. It'll only get us
Karen
further
will-
away from. Stop it. No.
Karen will not let me urinate on her car.
I have bottles of water for that reason.
Well, who the hell is Karen?
That is an excellent question.
I don't know.
All right.
That's
Well, I guess I'll just see y'all about the time that you get here then. If y'all don't want to ride, I can come out there and pick you up. I could send a taxi out there, but call me back if you need anything. It sounds like y'all
Karen,
are perfectly
should we get a
capable of
ride?
getting it handled.
Hold on, just
Then you
a
hear
moment.
Click. Beep.
Hey, Dex, you set up the get us right out here, didn't you?
He hung up.
Did you tell him we needed a ride?
Is that a yes or a no?
I was getting to it, but he hung up.
No. That's not a thing.
Tony, What have I ever? Let's see. Anywhere you visited before, or to a person you know well, would this qualify for either? For angel wings?
For Sam?
Yeah.
No, you've never seen salmon.
Have I ever visited Savannah, Georgia before?
I don't know. Have you?
I mean, I've taken
He-
8
he's-
vacations there in real life.
So let me
Um,
say this: has Dex ever visited Savannah, Georgia? You tell me. I'm just the keeper.
Then
I just
I'm
control the
gonna say
monsters.
sure, because they've got River Street Suites, and that is right up my alley.
Okay. Then yeah, Dex knows exactly where
Yes.
River Street Suites is.
Hold on
So-
just a second. I can get us closer. I put both my hands on their shoulders, and I'm gonna try to take them to River Street Suite with my angel wings.
All right.
Can I help him out with this?
Like, is there a?
mm,
I
So he's
Okay.
using a move, and I think help only refers to basic moves, right? I don't know how. Okay, let me ask it this way: how is Ace gonna help Dex with his angel's wings and
He
teleportation?
could use his magic to give me a firm picture in my head at the moment that my wings extend.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that sounds cool if that's what you want to do.
Is that what you want to do, Ace, or do you think of another way?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna tell you, if you teleport without me again, I'm gonna give you a kick in the ass.
Solid,
Yeah, That sounds good
solid
too.
assistance right
Yeah,
there as
go
well.
ahead and roll for cool for help first. I want help rolls to be first because they're the ones that impact the other ones. An 8. All right, so you are exposed to danger. You expose yourself to danger, but you do give them a +1. So go ahead and roll for weird there, Gav, bro.
Dang it, I didn't mean to do that, just the one. Do you want me to do another set or another D6?
I want you to roll 2d6.
Thank God. Hey, 11.
11. So you go exactly where you
Well,
want.
actually, that's a 13.
Okay. You can only
So-
get you get bonuses on your basic moves. There's advanced if you look
okay,
at the
gotcha.
reference sheet, the hunter reference sheet, there's bonuses if you get 12. There is one that you don't get a bonus on. I can't remember what it's called. I think you don't get a bonus on one of them. I'm not too sure. Or
Okay.
it might fall.
I will say that going somewhere instantaneously with angel wings would likely be very nauseating and disorienting to people that are not used to it.
Actually, I'm looking at it. It's for magic. On a 12 plus, the keeper will offer you some added benefits.
I don't think this counts as magic, though, does it, Tony?
I don't know, man. Weird
Well,
is
does it
magic.
say
I
use
know for
weird?
me. I don't know what for you.
It uses weird for angel wing, but
Yeah, weird is it's his ability. His ability is weird. It's not a use magic. Use magic is a little different than your moves.
Sure. You
okay.
probably do better than I do. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna
sure.
assume you do,
Yeah.
but at the very least, it's a
So-
13. So
Okay, so Dex and Karen, y'all have now teleported into the in front.
I was taking
of,
him with me too.
I know.
Okay.
So Dex and Karen, y'all have teleported just right in front of River Street Suites. And then right when you look around and notice that Ace isn't beside you, before you can utter a word, you hear a boom, and you just see him fall from about 5 feet up, not very high, and he falls and just slams right into the ground. And you're gonna take 1 harm, Ace.
Oh, because he exposed himself to danger.
Let me.
Okay.
How did I land? Do I
Face
do
down.
it face down? So I mean, is it like? I don't. I'm wearing enchanted clothing, so if the brunt of it hits my trench coat, it's -1
Yeah.
harm.
Okay. Well then yeah, you don't take any harm. But yeah, you land face down on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I meant to do that. Meant to do that. Hold on, and I'm actually just gonna do like a half push-up. I'm like, you know what? It's a good time to get a little bit of exercise on here.
I'm
Yeah, sure.
already knocking on the door of River Street Suites, not realizing that business is closed.
Yeah, all the business is closed, and they're The fog, there's still fog here, but
Can't
it's
do it.
not as thick and kind of weird. Like, doesn't give you that eerie feeling as it did before. It just looks like normal fog here.
So it's very easy for me to visualize where we are right now. uh,
I'm just rushing up to Ace, like, oh my, it looks like it hurt. Are you okay? And I'm just like, I can't. I don't know if I could like, do I help him up or do I just hover until he said something? You know.
Karen, perhaps you should choke him. I hear that produces a favorable response in you.
Bloody hell! Would you shut up?
Are you
Just
trying to
be
use one of
helpful.
your moves, Karen?
No. I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
are you alive? Can you at least make eye contact? Breathe? Blink? Something?
So,
I do not see any human fluids around his body. I assume he is
Hello.
fine.
God, this is gonna be a long game.
so Dex, you hear a ding come from your phone.
Ding.
Are you gonna look at it?
This is Dex. Psst, Dex. Psst.
Oh yeah. I'm
There
gonna
it is.
look at it. By the way,
That guy.
my ringtone is "Your phone is ringing." Hey. That's my ringtone. So
Yes.
you hear that?
Instead of who let the dogs out, it's your phone is ringing.
Yes. I look at my
Cool.
phone and I go to my texts.
Yeah. So you see a message that it just has it says Google Maps, and then it has a bunch of numbers and letters and like a link document. When you click on it, it takes you 7 blocks away to a building, and then underneath it, it just says Sam.
I hand the phone to Ace and say, "Just you make sense of this."
Yeah, I think we gotta go this way, Dex. Come on. I don't think it's gonna
I
be too
see.
far. But I'll go ahead and reach out, take another cigarette, light it. No time like the present.
I'm starting on my second lollipop, and this one is root beer flavored.
So as you'll turn the corner 1 block away, we look back, and the light on this River Street Sweets candy shop turns on, and someone opens the door. Hello?
I
Anybody
turn
out
on
here?
a dime.
You're a block
Yes,
away.
I would like some of the Fruit Loop
hold on.
flavored ice cream.
You're already well gone. You already turned around the block.
Oh,
The guy shuts the door, locks it, turns back off the light.
Okay. You can. I stop and I am glancing back in that direction. I mean, we
Nothing.
have to go. There's somebody answered the door.
Come on, sweet tooth. We'll hit it in the morning.
Fine. Oh, and I feel like I should say, because I assume this is a term of endearment, but thank you, Dad.
Turn around.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Turn around there,
I turn
Dex.
around.
And I'm gonna give him a light kick in the ass.
Just mm-mm.
Just a light one. Just don't call me that. And then I'm gonna kick him again. And that's for teleporting me in the air.
I can only assume that kicks in the ass are some form of human expression for feelings of for favorable emotions. So I will take note of that.
No,
got
it
it
is
there, bud.
not. Christ, it's not. I'm gonna put my heel up your butt. It will hurt painfully. Stop being you. Just stop. All the stopping. You. Shh.
Come on, troops.
So,
And I'm gonna
So
start
midst-
walking.
in the midst of y'all's conversation, go walking down the street, the GPS coordinates lead y'all to this giant junkyard. And it just says, "The Old Man's Junk," above a sign.
I'll
looks
allow
like-
it.
It looks like this is written on the hood of a car that has been hung around the. It looks like there's about a 10-foot chain link fence with tarp on the inside, And then probably about 3 feet inside of that, there's another wooden fence that goes around, and a big old metal gate in the front with a little radio box out front, off to the side.
Make the car hood a Ford, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, it is a Ford. On closer inspection, you, without any symbols or emblems, you're definitely able to tell this right here. This is a Ford hood.
Ford F-150.
Can I use magic to investigate a mystery?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay, what are you trying to investigate?
What is being concealed here?
A secret base.
Noted. Thank you.
Question to the keeper: do we like? I mean, I see that it looks like a typical junkyard. Do we know like the way to get in?
Well, there's a radio box on the side.
All right, I'll walk up and is there a button on the radio box?
There sure is. There is one button on the radio box.
Yeah, I'll go
It's
up
like
and
an
push the
intercom
button.
system. You push the button, you hear it ring a couple times, then you hear, "Hello, this is Sam."
Hey, Sam. We're the
Hello.
crew that you asked for.
Hey, Shaz.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought y'all broke down over on the side of the
Shaz.
road over there on Apple
You
Lane.
mean Ace?
Sorry. Well, I'm talking to Sean. Sorry.
Okay.
Most of his
Okay.
on live screen name being Shaz. Do me a giant favor, since I'm downstairs, can you unmute you on my computer? Let I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I can do that real quick.
I hope that, yes.
There we go.
Yay! I can
Okay.
hear you. Continue with the plot line.
All right.
I done heard that y'all were broke down out there on Apple Lane about 45 minutes out of town. That was only about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, funny things happen whenever the situation calls for it. We're here now if you can let us
Do I
in.
hear him say that?
Yeah, it's an intercom.
Oh,
Y'all were
I
talking
say,
to an intercom.
I'm an angel. I used my angel wings to fly us here.
Well, that sounds about reasonable. That would definitely explain a lot. So, if you were able to teleport from 45 minutes away down here into the heart of Louisiana or Savannah, why is it that you couldn't just teleport here 3 weeks ago when I put in the request?
Hey Ace, why is it that we couldn't teleport here 3 weeks ago when they put in the request?
Well, it's then we could have been able to enjoy the view of the drive. Now, are we going to keep gabbing, or are you going to let us on in?
Oh, just hold on 1 minute then. I gotta find the button on the remote. Then you hear a button click, and then a TV turns on in the background, and radio starts playing, and oh gosh darn it, like I can never figure out these contraptions. Look, I apologize. My ex-bud, he's out and about right now. He's not in town. He's the one who normally handles all this stuff for me. And you hear a couple more clicking, TV's turning on and off, and then finally you hear, it sounds like a garage door is opening as this chain link fence starts to slide over a little bit. And you see a small little shack, RV kind of building right in the middle of the junkyard. And it is a junkyard. There's just trash everywhere.
I want to pull up my angel blade and Budweiser flame on. Just shed some light. Be able to see a little bit better.
Oh, there's spotlights.
Oh,
in
okay.
here.
Never mind then.
Yeah, there's spotlights you can definitely see in this junkyard. There's like spotlights aiming down into the junkyard. And as y'all walk in through the gate, when y'all walk a certain distance from the gate starts to shut. The same, you
I
see,
approached the nearest door.
coming out of the RV is. Hold on 1 second.
That timing was perfect.
What's like? SQ door is
Man, them sound cues that he's got in this thing.
shoot. He's like, hang on, no, keep talking. It's great.
Sorry. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Oh, okay. Later, man.
Right.
We'll just keep playing.
what
Awkward ending.
Tony,
Alright,
you need
Bye,
to get your
DM.
girl to play.
Alright,
Gavin,
so-
you too. I got mine. Come on, we can have a massive team here. We can just play with couples.
Yeah, she's not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's not really Mary's thing.
I
I mean, I can go ask her.
Hey,
Look,
it's
she
all
wants to
about
play.
it's all about wearing them down. I didn't get Kelly to start watching anime until we were married for like 5 years, and now she watches all the time. D&D.
Hey, I got married to
Just-
start watching anime,
I mean, it's
but it
gotta
took
be
some work.
It's gotta be subbed, or it's gotta be dubbed. I can't do subbed. So I mean, I got limits.
Yeah, no.
I got
Fan,
standard, yo.
She'll go hunting. She'll go fishing. She'll go
What?
camping, rock
I'm
climbing, all that other stuff. But she will not play games. I don't know. Well, I'll get around. I'll work her. I'll break
Yeah,
it.
I got you. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to derail
Baby
the
steps,
conversation.
man.
No,
Baby
yeah,
steps.
you're good.
Continue on, please.
Yeah, one
Baby
of
steps
these
for real,
days.
dude.
One of these days. She's gonna
Straight to
start
the moon,
watching
I'm sorry.
cartoons. But
He started quoting a 1950s thing. Straight to the moon. That's terrible.
Isn't that like
Abuse.
Power Right to Kiss Her? Straight to the
Yeah.
moon. There you go.
as y'all
Anyways.
approach this RV trailer like building, the door swings open and you see a man step out with a duster and some cowboy boots and a big old cowboy hat with a very large mustache, perfectly coiled and pointed at the ends, holding
It's
a
coiffed.
shotgun. You know, just having a shotgun laid down on his forearm, pointed down. He goes, "So you must be the young folk they don't sit down to old Sam."
Lollipop, as I hold one out towards him.
No, those things tend to rot your teeth out.
Yes.
I don't have very few left.
we are the selective few.
Well, my name's Sam, and he pulls out a cigar from his coat pocket, puts it up in his mouth, and pulls out a lighter. Why don't you all introduce yourself to me? He lights the cigar.
Hi, I am Dex Cortholomew. I'm an angel of the Lord.
Nice to meet you, Dix Bartholomew.
Call him Dex. Angel, name of Dex. Human, Karen. Next.
All right, human Karen. Got it. Dex, human Karen. I'm just gonna go ahead and go out on a whim and just assume that your name is just Ken, and you're just a human. So, what might
I am.
your name be? Time traveler?
Name's Ace. I just go by Ace.
He pulls out a little notebook. He's like, flips through a couple pages. Ace. Oh yes, I got an email about you a couple weeks ago. It says that Ace McClaroy doesn't play by rules.
I would
McTaroa.
also like to add that Ace and Karen have a lot of sexual tension. And I mean, I can cut it with my angel.
Hey,
quick.
look. All right, now I don't need to know all that.
So
What you do
glad
in your
that he
own free time is on you.
Asked that question. Thank you,
That's
Dex.
Dex. There's a point in time when there's a little bit too much information to provide. I said, tell me
Right?
about something about yourself, not the others.
Dex, it's
Oh,
alright. He was
well.
gonna find out eventually. We just
That
got the
and-
case.
I'm an angel of
Painfully.
the Lord. I tended to people's paradises. I was a
Yeah,
botanist in heaven.
That's okay. All right.
yeah, he's
don't you-
inability to filter is
I'm sorry.
Dex's
What was it, Sam?
priority.
That's Sam. That's
Sam.
right.
I don't suppose we could step on in, have ourselves a conversation, find out what it is we're
I
here
just-
for.
I just went ahead and put on a fresh pot of coffee. Would you like some coffee or some beer?
Coffee, please.
Well, let me ask you this. You mind if I smoke?
thrive on that stuff.
Well,
What?
I'm smoking. He turns around and goes back in.
What you smoking?
Do you have any chocolate milk?
He's inside.
I
Come
follow
on,
him
Dex.
inside
Dex,
and I ask him
dearest,
if he
you
has
have
any chocolate
coffee
milk.
or cigarettes, and those are your options. Pick one of the two, or
Um,
not at all.
I would like to try the cigarette.
That or
some
tap
sort of
water have
beverage.
added. Well, that's going to be an ace question. Dearest
Hey,
Ace, if you
May
could
I have one of your cigarettes?
feel free
You
to
know what? I'd love to see how this works out. By all
test him
means.
on the cigarettes.
I'm gonna smoke one of them cigarettes.
Here, hold on. Let me light that.
I'm
for
gonna
you there,
have me
bud.
a coffee.
Yeah, I try
I'll
to
keep
light
it.
it, but like I don't light it in my mouth. Like I'm holding it in my hand, trying to light the cigarette.
It works for some people.
You know. Oh, and by the way, I'm trying to do it with my flaming angel blade too. I would assume I just burn up the whole cigarette.
So we all just gonna stand outside?
I
No,
assume we're
I'm
already
walking
inside.
in as I was following behind Sam, and I thought Dex was following me as I got him a cigarette. Then
Yeah.
So
I hand him my flaming angel blade.
as you walk in, like there's one massive room that has 2 cubicles. Each cubicle has 2 desks in it. They're semi-large. Then there's another room off to the far right that looks like an office room, and then there's a door to the left. And he goes through that door, and the door slides shut behind him.
Okay, I attempt to follow him.
Yeah. So you open the door, and you see that there's a trap door under the rug that has been cracked open. And you can, as you open the door, you can see him going down the stairs. But the door is spring loaded, so it always shuts when you let go of it.
Okay, so
Not the trap door, the sliding door is spring loaded. So if you open it and then let go of the door, it slams shut.
can I open it and just hold the door for the other two?
Yeah, it's
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Trying to be polite.
just out of curiosity, is there still a cigarette in your mouth? How did that play out?
Yeah, there is. It's not exactly lit yet because I charred like a quarter of the cigarette trying to light it with an angel blade in my hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it out of your mouth and I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Don't waste these. And then I will go down the trapdoor thing.
All right, so down the trap door, you end up being in a lot larger room right here. There's several desks, probably about 8 desks down here. There's those swinging lamps you see in old like detective movies. There's a bunch of those above each desk. And then there's one desk in the very center pushed back against the wall. The one that Sam sits down and spins around in his chair to face y'all, and he puts his shotgun up on the desk, and he's like, well, these will be y'all's accommodations here. Y'all just pick a desk, and my expert isn't here today, but he'll be with us maybe another time. Y'all get to meet him. These are his workshops and his rooms that he's been working on, so if y'all do use them, just make sure you're careful with his things.
I have a question. Do you have
Okay.
cable? Because I've been watching Game of Thrones lately, and I have to know if the prince dies and how he dies. Nobody seems to like.
No, we do not have cable.
Ah, I see. That's unfortunate.
Hey, Sam.
Yes?
If I needed to get some contact with HQ, is there a station here? I might be able to respond and reach out to him.
Yes, every desk has a laptop inside the center drawer. They're not new, but they're not too old where you can't use them. They all got Windows 7 on them. Now, this bad boy, and he reaches over and pats on the laptop, this thing has Windows 10. My expert, it's his computer, but he's not here, so I just take advantage when he's not around.
We can take any one of these. You know,
Any
this one looks
desk you
good
want.
enough for me. And I'll walk up to one desk, take off my hat, drop it down, sit down. Yeah, this will do.
Now, down the hallway, straight adjacent to me, there's 4 rooms. There's the expert's armory, his infirmary, his workshop, and his laboratory. At the end of the hall, you will find rooms. I would suggest you stay out of the room to the far left, that's mine. The room to the far right, that's the experts. And then there's multiple rooms in the center. Just pick a room, whichever one you want, and that will be yours.
Sounds like you keep your expert pretty busy here with everything he's got to be in charge of.
Well, no, he just kind of does his own thing. I just kind of hang around.
So,
He's a-
what exactly does your expert do? Are you meaning
That's a
that he
real good
gathers
question.
intelligence for you?
Well, you see, actually, he does what he does. That's the best way to explain it right there. Like, he just does it. I don't even have to ask him. He just stays busy. He's not here right now because he's staying busy.
So, he's the best at doing whatever it is that Wolverine does.
I don't know exactly who that is. Is that
I
another
heard it in a
Hive
movie.
hunter? He's the best at what he does, I would assume. As I haven't met another expert in the field quite like him.
So if you could
What is
say-
his name?
I think this might be old boy's character for whenever he does join. So
His name is Amaran. Amaran? Yeah.
Amarin.
Yeah.
I see.
So, anyways, if y'all wouldn't mind pulling up a chair, and I'll tell you a couple stories, and why y'all are here. So,
I pull up a chair, but I don't sit down.
over the past
I
several
sit down in the
months,
chair, and the one that he pulled up, I'll prop my feet on.
So
Seems
over
like
the
kind of like a
past,
routine we've had. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
over the past several months, we've been having different situations going on several of the old back roads around town. We've had abandoned vehicles on the side of the road, no people, no sign of struggle, just vehicles laying around, no idea what's happening to them. That's on the outskirts of town. In town, we've had several murders going on. We had old Auntie Jean that lives over on South Street. She was torn apart in the whole greenhouse about 2 weeks ago. Looked like she got mauled by one of them goddamn bears. Now, we're in the swamps of Georgia. There ain't no bear in the swamp of Georgia. Let me tell you that right now. And then across town from her, we had the same incident in the local YMCA. We had I forget that boy's name. I think his name was Johnny. He was mauled to death. Now, the only thing my expert could find out is both of them had the livers removed, which is strange, but either one of those claw marks, bite marks, all kinds of different things.
When you have
Those
a
are the
chance,
only
Tony,
two.
I'd like to investigate a mystery, but continue.
Now, those are the only two anomalies that I have current. My expert's working on pulling together some more leads. He's really trying to see if they're connected in any kind of way. I doubt it. I've been at this a long time, and those are two completely different beasts.
Hey, side note, Comma Gavin, you might want to just ask questions before we start trying to investigate a mystery. This guy probably has like info.
So, is this something that a werewolf would be capable of? Do werewolves typically eat human livers?
Now, a werewolf doesn't typically eat a human liver. It will maul people, but normally they're in more foresty type areas. I wouldn't think that they would be in a swamp. Or at least I've never seen one in a swamp before. I've killed my own fair share of werewolves before. Now, my expert believes that the liver is a crucial part of some hoodoo voodoo. You can learn a lot from somebody's liver. I don't really know and understand all of it. He knows a little bit more than I do in certain instances.
So there's no chance this could be a Wendigo, perhaps.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a pretty good guess. But like I said, I'm unsure. I have not properly investigated these areas.
Hey, Dex, why don't we start with ruling some things out before we start making pokes in the dark? Yeah, Sam, let me ask you about these cars. In fact, let me ask you about the whole thing. How long ago did this whole thing get started?
What happened about the first instance was about 6 months ago when we found a station wagon outside actually on let's see, y'all are on Apple Lane. So about 5 miles north of y'all, there was a station wagon, old Volkswagen kind of car. It was supposed to have like a family of four in it: a husband, a wife, and 2 kids. Their car was found the next day. Their family members reported that they left their house at a certain time. The GPS location on their phones was still in the car. All their belongings, wallet, phones, keys, everything was in the car. But the people nowhere to be found. That was the first case. Nobody ever thought much of it. Till a
Now,
couple
I
of weeks
must.
later, on the other side of town, the same thing happened with 2 males that were drinking and driving, and they crashed their truck. Now the truck was still smoking in the morning time when someone passed by and called the police. They went to go and investigate. There was no people out there. The only reason why we suspect they were drinking and driving is because there was about 47,000 Bud Light cans in the bed of the truck and inside the floorboard between the driver and the passenger seat.
Ace, Karen, this sounds very similar to what almost happened to us. Of course,
Yeah,
we
I
would have
think
been
we might have
fine,
dodged
but
a bullet. Good on you, Dex, for getting us out of there. Hey, Sam, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
start running down some of the correlations here. Now, this has been going on for 6 months. Roughly about how many incidents of the abandoned cars do you think's happened over that time frame?
7. 7 that me and my experts been able to put together.
Now, is there
Now
any? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know the full names and details of each one. I just know there's 7 different instances that's all surrounded around Savannah. Only in the outskirts and only on the back roads. None of the main highways, none of the interstates.
none in the historic area, only in the outskirts.
Correct.
Now, I
Now,
mean,
let me ask you, do you know if it's common down here? Are there a multitude of humans who worship my brother?
I have no idea who it is that you were speaking of.
Oh, Lucifer, the devil, Satan.
Oh, well, there's a Luciferian church on the south side of town. But those,
Oh.
look, we've already went out there and kind of infiltrated them a little bit many years back. They're harmless. They're a bunch of millennials that think that they're better than everybody else, and they only joined so they could not be a part of their parent Christian families, and they're a bunch of children. I wouldn't worry too much about them.
I see.
well, hang on. Let me run through a few questions here, if you don't mind. I'm gonna take out a little notepad and pencil, start jotting some stuff down. So 7 times over the last 6 months. Now, do we have anything that we've seen about this? Is it about the same time frame between each one of these? Like, how often does this occur?
So, one thing my expert was able to find out is that every time a family went missing, their car stopped at 11 o'clock. That is when they stopped moving on their GPS.
Now, I mean, do we know anything about how long it is? Maybe there's a certain moon cycle going on, a certain event happening.
No,
Is it always?
it hasn't happened. If you're asking if it happens during only full moons or new
Well, it's not
moons,
necessarily just anything that you guys might have noticed about that shows that there's an ongoing pattern.
And also,
That's
has your
something-
expert checked the lore to see if there's any supernatural creatures that specifically feed on human livers?
so those are 2 different things. To answer the first one, we haven't been able to find a link yet, but my expert thinks there might be. There just might be, and that's what he went out to go and investigate. But he was going to, but as y'all were called to come here, he was called to go henceforth. They needed him in another location. Unfortunately, as I'm already understaffed as it is, But y'all know how corporate gets. Now, from the second thing about the livers, this is what I believe. I believe that something is mauling these people, but it's not, and it's gnawing on their bodies, and it almost looks like the liver has been removed after they were already dead.
So, you believe this is human, or not so much?
I believe a monster is attacking the people, and then when the monster leaves, someone else is coming by and taking the liver. Like the monster's doing the dirty work for them. That's what I believe. Anyways.
So, let me make sure I'm getting this correct. Over the last 6 months, incidents started to occur.
Mm-hmm.
7 vehicles abandoned. Every time the whole family, everybody in there, goes missing. No survivors. At least nobody's been found that we know of.
Well, I'm only saying 7 because wasn't your vehicle just left abandoned on the side of the road?
It was.
And this
Indeed, it
is the
was.
7th month.
So we're thinking once a month.
Correct.
You think they meant to do this to us? That's what I think.
I think they meant to
Possibly.
do it tonight, but it also makes me wonder, since they didn't get us, they might be going for somebody else.
Well, that's a good idea. Do you want to head back out there and see what's going on?
I think we need to keep an eye out, because if nobody gets caught tonight, then it might be tomorrow. I don't know if it's a 1 month apart, but let me follow up on something else here. So inside the city, you said 2 murders. Only 2 murders, or have there been more?
Well, there's been 2 murders where people were mauled and then their livers were taken. Now there was another murder over by. So we had the lady in the greenhouse. We had the gentleman at the YMCA club. He was found near the pool room where the swimming pool was. And then the other lady was in her garden on the in the center of town in the historic district. She has a garden in her backyard. This lady was also mauled, but her liver was not taken.
Now, I know this city has quite the supernatural past. There's no chance this could be some sort of poltergeist or spirit.
Possibly, but that's what y'all are here for. Now I've told y'all about everything I know about these situations.
Well, one more follow up. What was the order of
Yep.
the killings?
Well, there was the lady in the greenhouse, and then the gentleman in the YMCA, and then the lady in her garden.
Right, but the lady in the garden that kept her liver was the last one.
Correct.
And that's the one that didn't lose her liver. Okay.
Correct. She's at the morgue down at the local sheriff's office. Currently right now. Now, as far as I know, I have some informants in the sheriff's office. I keep my friends real close, and they tell me they haven't even started to perform an autopsy, and they think it might be some wild animal running around. That's what they're gonna blame it on.
Wild
Probably a
animal
pack
is
of
always just a
dogs.
cop out.
Now, I've gone ahead and procured these with the help of my expert, and he hands each one of you a fake FBI badge. It doesn't have any pictures or anything on it. He said these will work in a pinch if you just flash them. If you just flash them at somebody, they'll work. Now, if it gets to going to come to an investigation of these identification cards, they might not pass any real inspections. But in a pinch, you can flash the card and you might be able to make someone believe you.
Well, on that note, do we have any friends with the local law enforcement here? Anybody that, I don't know, might be a little bit more favorable to working with us?
Well, talking about local people, you can always go down to the local general store. It's called Pop's General Store. Now it's a man by the name of Pops. Everybody in town knows Pops. Remember that now. Now Pops' cousin is the sheriff of the town. His name is Henry.
Now,
And
is
so
Henry the
they're
kind of person that's going to raise an eyebrow if I were to start asking about Wendigos and werewolves, speaking the lingo?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. He'll send you on up there to the Milledgeville up there at that insane asylum. That's where you don't want to be. Talking about some real monsters, those guys are weirdos. Henry is a straight shooter. There ain't no tricking Henry. Now I meet Pops in the local corner play poker every other weekend. So they come on over here and we play upstairs. And I trade Pops a lot of things. He's got a lot of old cars that he's rebuilding, so he comes through my junkyard and gets the parts that he needs, and he owes me quite a sum of debt, too. But that vice versa, like he'll pay his debt, and then I'll pay, if I ever get in debt, I'll pay him in car parts. So I keep a close eye on a lot of neighboring folk around here. We got some regulars up at the junkyard, too. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the hay.
One last question for you there, Sam. I know you mentioned you
Yep.
said you had an armory and everything else in here that your expert typically runs. Do we need to wait on him to get back before we can get in there, or is that something we might be able to peruse if we need to?
You can peruse it if you want. If there's something you need, you can go ahead and grab it if you think you'll need it.
My last question. Where is this hay that you were going to hit? And is that something that is common to do as a nighttime ritual?
Well, it's an expression used by humans to mention that you're gonna go close your eyes and go catch some of them Z's.
I see.
So he gets up and he puts the cigar out in this little ashtray that he has, and then he bites off the tail end of the cigar and sets the cigar down, and as he's chewing his cigar, he walks down the hallway. Is there anything else y'all want to ask him while he's around?
Aside from why, that's so disgusting. No, not at all.
So Ace, I was watching TV the other day, and I'm not sure if you knew this. It seems like pretty big information, but I just feel like you should know. I saw this ad that says those things cause a human disease called cancer. Is cancer bad?
No, cancer's like a lucky charm to have. So you know what? The closer I get to that, the better off I'll be.
Hey guys, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I gotta go use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I'm on my
like
fourth
3
beer,
beers.
so I'm gonna do the same thing.
Pee break.
I'll be back.
All right, I'll be right back.
Cool beans.
All right, I'm back.
Sweet. Shaz, sweet. Ace. I don't know.
What'd you say? Ace is asleep?
Ping. He's ping. Said Shaz. I'm like, wait, no, that's not his name right now.
Does he need
All
help?
right,
Does he
I
need
am
help holding
back.
No, he does not.
it? Oh, okay.
Or at least not my help anyway. I mean, he didn't ask.
All right, fine.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna assume
I
he's
mean,
got
did you
this
want me
handled.
to? Do you want me to ask you to shake it or something?
Shit, I didn't ask. He asked.
Yeah, I'm back too.
Sweet. I would just ask one last thing of Sam before he leaves.
Okay.
Hey, the car is still broken down on the side of the road. I don't want anybody going out there tonight, but you think you could arrange for a tow in the morning to come bring it out here to the junkyard?
Most certainly.
Appreciate that. So, to the group. Dex and Karen. So, here are my speculations on the matter.
Oh, so real quick, y'all can go for one or the other or both. You don't necessarily have to take on both of them at the same time.
What are you talking about?
It's two mysteries. Y'all have two mysteries. You have the killing inside the city, and then you have the mysterious disappearances outside of the city.
Oh, I assumed they were connected. Well, they still might be, but I think we should investigate outside of the city first and work our way inwards. What do you guys think?
I think we can probably do both at the same time. So, let me put it this way. We know that the disappearances with the cars happens at 11 o'clock every night. Well, it's already past that. I'll check my pocket watch to see what time it is now. I'm assuming probably going on midnight at least. So it
Right,
looks
Tony?
What?
What time is
Probably
it?
about midnight.
Oh yeah, it's about midnight.
Okay.
So if I had to guess, they're not going to make another move this evening. We probably even rattled them a bit. So nothing probably happened tonight. But that means they might be back at it tomorrow night to make up for picking up whatever they left off. If it was hungry, they're still hungry. So much and so forth. So why don't we pick up tomorrow fresh? We'll go do the autopsy, ask around town, and then that evening time, why don't we go check out the back roads around 11 o'clock at night? Take another drive out there, see what happens, see if we can lure it out into maybe a trap.
I think that's wise. Now, I assume the two of you would like to retire to produce offspring, so I will give you your privacy.
Where's my room? Just like make
I
sure
walk
that
over to a random door that's not one of the two doors at the end and just shut the door.
I walk over to one of the other empty rooms, open the door, take a look at Karen, and then walk into the room, leaving the door open.
Karen's like a half and half. You're like, I shouldn't. All right.
I would just like to poke my head out of the room and just say, "Do it, Karen."
I enter the room, close the door behind me.
Your room or Ace's room?
His room, Ace's room.
Oh, okay.
I'll visit my room later when we're done, apparently.
I'm gonna wait about 2 minutes and walk into the room and just say, "Go get him, Tiger," and walk out of the room and shut the door.
Bloody fuck.
I assume they're already like mid-coitus at this point.
2 minutes in the room, I haven't like gotten like half of my.
I'm about to say mid-coitus, I'm like finishing, I mean...
So much regret.
I'm gonna wait about another 10 minutes and open the door and say, "Excuse me, do you guys know where the bathroom is?"
I'm like, yeah. In your room, where you left it.
I
Yeah,
see.
there's a bathroom in each room.
As you were.
I
I
was like-
shut the door.
You know the door that didn't leave you out of it? That one. That's the room you pee in. I just roll over like I forgot to lock it, didn't I?
Whose turn was it to lock the door this time?
Me. I was last one in. It's my fault. All my fault. I just get up and go lock
This
the
has
door.
probably happened many, many times. the
Many
last
times.
on
I
the
would
road.
like to say, I would like to recreate a scene from Rain Man when Tom Cruise and his
Yeah. We
interest
know the
at
scene.
the time. Okay. So I will walk in
I'm just
as
saying,
discreetly as
strangely
possible
enough-
and sit at the foot of the bed, and I will scroll through Facebook.
Strangely enough, never seen the movie.
Well, see, his brother has autism, and there's one point where Tom Cruise is having sex, and his brother, not knowing any better, walks in the room, sits at the foot of the bed, and starts watching TV.
Oh, I think I actually recall that one. He was like, "The fuck."
She whispers to him, and she's like, "I think your brother's in the room," and then they start yelling at him to get out.
Oh, I remember that clip now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
You're doing that clip. Great. Fantastic.
And I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes for them to notice me.
Oh, immediately. I'm like, there is a creeper in a fucking room. You get his ass out of here.
I'm not even watching. Like, my back is turned to you.
Huh? Doesn't matter. I've heard the door.
There's like a
Enter.
slide lock.
And won't leave the room, even though we're having sex.
Dex, we talked about this. If you're gonna come over next time, bring a banner. Otherwise, get over to your own room.
It's not what we talked about.
Oh, sorry. I leave, crack open the door just enough to throw in a banner that says "Happy Birthday."
No, get out, 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 get out. Get out.
I whisper.
Get
"Try-"
out.
I whisper to him, "Try the choking," and then I shut the door and leave.
Get out. Jesus Christ.
See, that's why you're suspicious of him.
Right? You're like, no one this magical is this stupid. I can't handle it. This is not okay. I'm
He's
not
just
okay.
oblivious.
No.
So
I get up and haul ass at the door and lock it. Anywho. Coffee?
okay, so some of y'all have an eventful night. Some of y'all have a not so eventful. Some of y'all might be a little dissatisfied.
You might be able to. Me?
Okay.
Not him.
Throughout,
Right.
throughout the night, y'all wake up to the smell of a coffee maker. Everybody knows that smell and that noise, that gurgling noise that the coffee makers make. Y'all can
Right.
hear that coming down the
Percolator.
hall, and the aroma is just beating against the doors and y'all's noses.
The percolator of the dripping coffee. Numbness.
Nice music change.
Thank you.
I gotta turn it up a bit.
So you hear Sam yelling down the hallway. So, have y'all made up y'all's mind? Which mystery will y'all be investigating first?
Well, to be honest, it's kind of hard to figure out which one we're following up on, but I think
Now,
I'd like to go ahead and
I
do.
gotta ask you, Ace, before you do anything, can you please put on some pants?
I look down and I realize I'm only wearing the trench coat. You know what? I can do that.
Last night, Ace and Karen were producing offspring.
Well, that's just wonderful news.
Dex, I told you about
Hey,
this before. We use condoms.
Now, I done said it once, twice in my life that if you're gonna have kids, have them young. Now, I'm a little too old and I never had love interest or anything like that. But I had my fair share of women. Let me just go ahead and put that out there. But I never had a true love interest. What y'all got is something special. Now I can
Yes,
tell
they
by the
are
ring
both
on your
very
finger,
special
Ace.
people.
Y'all both must be married, and Miss Karen, you must not like wearing your ring, I assume.
She's
Hmm.
Put in a safety deposit box.
Now you all, I hope y'all understand that you are now inside of the Bible Belt itself. People would look down upon y'all if they just knew that y'all were having unmarital sex. That's a sin down here in these parts.
I know.
Yeah, but the guy that
I
wrote
have
it-
just got to get a silver band for the sake of having one on my hand because I just feel naked without it.
I've never seen Karen wear a ring before.
Stop talking.
It's alright. She's just allergic to cheap metal. It was my bad for buying some from an antique shop that I thought was authentic. Put it on once, turned her skin green. I'll get her
That's
out.
rough.
Now
They
then.
are a couple of sinners. They are not married.
Hmm.
But God's a dick, so that's okay.
If
Anyways,
I was like, believe
so
as
back
much as
to
you
the
can
matter
for
at
this guy.
hand, we can leave your infidelities in the bedrooms. We do have mud on our hands, youngins. So, what will it be?
Youngins.
He sits down at the table with his cup of coffee, just straight black.
Of course.
Well, let me
Do you have
ask
any
you,
juice?
Sam. You seem to be pretty definitive that these aren't connected. I mean, you got a lead on one in particular for one over the other?
So the lady that was mauled in a greenhouse, that's Pop's cousin. Now, if I was you, I would try and go see Pops.
Now, let me get this clarified. I thought Pop's cousin was also the sheriff.
No, that's his brother. His brother's the sheriff.
Pop's brother is the sheriff. His cousin was.
Mhm.
I gotcha.
From what I understand, Ace, humans are capable of having multiple relatives.
That's
That's-
absolutely true.
True, but sometimes those terms can get a little complex and convoluted on who's related to who. I'm just trying to
Depends
make sure I
on
get
how
my
far
facts straight.
south you go.
Like fourth cousin, 7 times removed.
Yeah,
I hear that's
Yeah, like that.
legal in Alabama.
it is. Now. As a year and a half ago. Otherwise, it was second cousin.
I see.
Yeah, like now it's legal to marry your first cousin.
That is rather perplexing. I have much to
Not
learn about
enough
humans.
blue eyes in the state, apparently. Ew.
Yeah, so might need to talk to Pops. Just saying.
I'm taking a sip of coffee. My eyes are turning blue and glowing in disgust as I spit the coffee back into the mug.
Yeah, again, I take the cup of coffee from. Quit wasting these things. And I take a sip from that coffee and sit back on down in my chair.
That has my okay.
You should probably have creamer with a hint of coffee.
It tastes like coffee and like a hint of dirt. Maybe a little bit of tobacco too.
Oh.
And
It's a
just a
strong
trace amount of angel spit.
Yeah.
Now, Dex, I'll tell you what. We're gonna go need to talk to some people. I want you to follow Karen's lead. You do a good job. Why don't we go ahead and hit that candy store?
Karen's lead.
To be honest, Karen seems to have a better way with people than I think either of us do.
Have a skill set for that, apparently.
I mean, she is quite charming, wouldn't you say?
I'll check on my thing.
I walk up and put my hands on his shoulders and say, I'm following Karen's lead.
Don't be weird about it. But yeah.
But sure. You didn't answer me, Sam. Do you have any juice?
Well, I sure do. He goes and gets a mason jar. It's a large, like, quart mason jar out of the fridge and puts it in front of you. Yes, here is some apples. It's apple flavored juice. It's my own personal recipe. Make it myself right down here.
I immediately start guzzling it. Does it just taste like juice?
No, it burns like fire.
I put it down on the table and slide it over, and I slide it over to Ace and just this is my brother's nectar.
Then why don't you, how about you set it off to the side? We'll keep it as a something for celebration. Want to refigure out what the hell is going on in this town.
Now,
No, it would be rude of me to turn down a gift as a guest. So I take it and start drinking some more of it.
now I do have some. Now, unfortunately, with my old age, I do have some cranberry juice in the fridge. My doctor tells me I need to drink about 8 fluid ounces a day.
And it
So I
helps
got
with
some
your
of that.
urethra, I heard.
That's what I heard too. Look now, Dex, I don't know how they treat you up in the corporate office, but if you're gonna want something down here, you're gonna have to go on and get it yourself, alright now? So you
Oh,
want some juice,
sure,
you
yeah,
go get
yeah.
it.
I walk over to the fridge, pour a glass, come back, and put it in front of Ace. I feel
Juice from Sam's refrigerator and places it in front of you.
and said, I don't know why, but I feel like you could use this.
I feel that, yeah. It feels that you could use this. I'm not really clear on why.
Unfortunately, I only have 2 hands, and they're both full right now. Coffee in one, cigarette in the other. Hold on, let me just restart Discord. Because it keeps disconnecting.
Close the application and start over.
Just hit your computer with a hammer, and it'll
Right,
restart.
it
Well, we
sounds like I
tried
want
that,
to.
and it shattered his third computer screen, so it's not really helping the
It's
sound for
being
shit.
so wonky. Anyhow, I
How about
will
now?
harden
Go forward?
myself, and I wanna mosey on over to the armory.
Okay.
Just
It
wanna
has stuff in it.
kind of take a quick look
It
around,
has
see
stuff
what
that's armory
exactly
related.
what they stock here.
It has stuff in it. You know what? You tell me what you see in the armory. How about that?
Right?
There's a couple tanks, F-16.
No, there's a couple guns.
A SAR bomb.
Yeah, there's a couple guns, some swords, axes, knives. In each rack of weapons, it's like labeled like silvered weapons, steel weapons,
Okay.
iron weapons. And then there's like boxes of bullets with the same labels on. Like, it looks real simple in
Right,
here.
and then there's the miniature nuke.
In the middle of Super Saiyan screaming. So there's that guy.
Yes. I would like to have a conversation with Karen when I have the chance.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm just gonna
have it.
take a few minutes just to kind of take in
He's
stock
like, "Whatever,
what they
bro."
have, so they can have whatever conversation they need.
So, Karen, I
Yes.
can just tell by looking at Ace that he is a prime example of the males of your species. Very strong genes. I think you've made the right choice.
Thanks. Thanks for that. I'm gonna
Now,
go over here now.
I do feel like I should mention that you should probably get that mole on your back checked out.
been checked. It's non-cancerous. Thank you for your concern. 2, don't look at me ever again.
I will
else?
never look at you again.
Thanks. Not
And I'm
in
going to
that
spend the rest of the
specifically.
session dodging glances to where I don't look at her.
Fantastic. Best
So
game ever.
Ace, what are you looking for in the armory specifically?
But to be honest, I'm really not looking for anything in particular. I just didn't know what they had here. Just in case, just to have a general idea of like, oh, we might need this later on. Oh, well, that was happened to be in the armory.
So in the armory, for his expert class, if he needs something, he rolls plus weird. On a 10, he has it and plenty of it. On a 7 and 9, he has it, but only the minimum amount. And on a miss,
Okay, I
you've
got
got the wrong
based
thing.
off his rules. I didn't know if this was
Yeah.
already designated what was in here, or like I really just didn't know.
There's like a light amount of ammo, and there is a couple different weapons
All right.
that is stayed in here. This is a junkyard. They have collected a couple things, so there
Okay.
is a little bit of stuff.
I just wanted to have a general idea of what we had to work with. That's all I was looking for.
And then there's an infirmary. Well,
Is this where we're ordering from? Oh. Okay.
well, he said he had a lore library, not a laboratory, right?
A lore library. A
Yeah.
library on supernatural lore.
Yeah. He's got a lore library.
Okay.
Yeah, when he's in the lore library, he gets a +1 forward to investigate a mystery.
Well, let me ask you, there is a library, you said, right?
Yeah, it's a library.
Can
Not
I
a laboratory, it's a library.
can I investigate?
Yeah, if you're in the library, you can when you investigate a mystery while you're in the library, it's a +1.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna investigate to see what creature particularly likes to eat livers.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me see. And then I have a +2 to sharp, so that would be an 8.
Okay, +1 makes it a 9.
Yeah. When you
Okay, so
investigate
you get
mystery,
to hold 1.
so I get one question.
Yeah, you can. What happened here? What sort of creature
What
is it?
sort of
what
creature
can
is
it
it?
do?
I guess that would fall under what sort of creature eats
So-
livers specifically.
So,
Or like would maul something or want
Okay.
livers from something that's been
so
mauled.
what he's described as a creature that's been mauled, and then the liver being missing, as far as you can find in the library, there is no creature that has animal instincts that mauls its people and eats the liver. Either eats everything or nothing.
So I know
So-
that it seems that the livers seem like they were extracted post-mortem. My question is there something that eats the livers specifically of already dead bodies, or wants anything to do with the livers of already dead bodies?
So, no, he's referring to the same question. So this is what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
That you find out, you know that you kind of speculate that they're two different situations. Like a creature is killing these people, and it seems like someone else is coming back behind them and taking the liver. You do find out from your roll that there is a lot of voodoo practice around the liver to where people try to find people's deepest and darkest secrets by basically, quote unquote, reading the liver. They'll cut it up inside and search around the inside of the liver
Okay.
and read people's deepest, darkest secrets from inside their liver.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and be headed to the library?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
You can just be there. If you
Yeah.
need to be in the library, you
Well,
can just be there.
I'm
Unless you're
gonna just
somewhere else.
overuse my angel wings, and I'm just gonna pop up right in front of it.
Okay.
So you find anything out?
Tex, what did I say? You can do it, not when I'm having coffee. I almost spilt the damn thing on my trench coat.
Oh, sorry. But
Wait,
you find anything
Did you
out?
just- Did you just go put on pants or did you get dressed?
I was put on pants while Sam was having his whole entire conversation, like talking about, oh, you
Okay.
guys, I've never procured and whatever. Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would burn if that got on you. You would take 1 harm, but then be -1 for the trench coat. Oh, armor.
So,
If you spilt hot coffee on your bare chest.
Dex,
Is it like dad bod? Is that the kind of reading we're getting right now? Or is it chiseled?
what, my physique? Oh, yeah, it's definitely more on the side of dad bod.
Totally dad bod?
Not totally dad bod. I don't have the paunchy gut sticking out. It doesn't. My trench coat doesn't look like that, like beer gut bathrobe type of thing where you put it over there, but it's just like you got that bottom shelf that you could probably like set a beer on. No, but I'm definitely not like trim cut and athletic. You can definitely tell I haven't been running probably ever. As I go ahead and take another cigarette out to have my coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Now, did you find anything out, Ace?
Possibly, maybe. Look, we know that the livers are getting taken out probably after these people are getting killed. Most of it, as I can see, no creatures typically kill some just to eat the liver, but voodoo magic, which, you know. Okay. I didn't lose audio. This song just stopped. There we go. Voodoo magic happens down here in the south. So, maybe people are trying to extract the liver, trying to ask some of their own questions, ascertain some information from finding out people's dark secrets. I don't know. But it's something to keep an eye out for while we're in town. To be honest, I think we need to go talk to Hops. See what he knows about it. If he knows the town, then I'm sure he knows anybody that's practicing some voodoo. Maybe somebody's sacrificing some chickens or something around here.
So, are you good cop or bad cop?
Well, I lack the angel wings, so take your pick. I think I might be better off as the bad, but, you know. If you ever want to twist it up a little bit to see how it plays out, you let me know there, champ.
I'd like to be bad cop this time. Can I be bad cop?
As long as you keep the flaming sword to a minimum.
It's the positives, the wings that he needs to keep hidden.
Well, my wings aren't visible. It's just kind of like mortals can't see my wings.
Right.
Yeah. They're there, but they're intangible, so they don't touch things and nobody can see them.
I suddenly feel like I'm not in Savannah anymore. I just feel like I am straight up Louisiana, and there's lots of voodoo and gypsy magic going on. I'm just gonna say that out loud. There's a ward for that somewhere in the reaches of Louisiana if you want to stop by. I don't know what's left after the floods.
I just thought the music would sound good.
Yeah, I was like, you have Louisiana.
And Savannah's very jazzy, too, so.
I'm like, that's straight up like the dark voodoo from like the dark corners of Louisiana.
Oh,
And then there's this music. I'm like, I don't, Savannah? Or just shy of.
I
Did
mean,
Sean
I
step
really
away?
think.
Oh, no.
No, he's
no,
here.
he's
No,
here.
I'm here. I mean, yeah, it really does feel like it's just Louis Armstrong doing his thing in the background while we're having some gumbo shrimp.
I know, it's like gumbo. I'm just some crawdads and some crawl shrimp and whatnot.
A side note, comma. It is so
We could go.
hard dealing with Kelly being this talkative in a game. Because I'm like trying to get her included in here, so like I am legit having to, like, if you listen to the stream, I apologize. Because I'm constantly muting myself and swapping it out to muting her and unmuting me, then muting me and unmuting her, trying to keep us both talking at the same time, and it's all going through there. It's like, oh my, I'm like having to like 50% play the game, 50% like try and do audio, because I'm not used to her actually being active in the conversation. See,
Yeah,
see,
I
like
mean,
what you
she's
just
being
said,
very
that
active.
didn't get caught in the stream at all, because I wasn't ready for that.
What
Now it
she
is.
said was, I'm trying.
Oh no, I
Just
heard it. It just didn't get caught in the stream. They're on the
That's
recording.
Not my problem for the recording. I
I mean, I'm like 90% playing, 10% DJ. So
don't
So,
care. Stick truth. DM problems, right?
hey,
Good times.
Dex, let me ask you. What's your feel on
Yes.
this, anyhow? You heard my input. You keep saying something about a Dwango.
well, a Wendigo is a supernatural creature that hunts humans, but when it finds a target, it will never-endingly stalk that target until it consumes them.
Straight up Louisiana.
It may not be a Wendigo. I was just throwing out the possibility.
It's a Wendigo. Yeah, totally.
Could be, maybe. I
It's
just
a
wanted
Wendigo.
to get your input on this before I start heading down my own ideas.
However, if it was a Wendigo, that doesn't bode well for us, because a Wendigo never gives up on its target. Ever.
Yeah, I'm not getting the impression of that. Because from what you're saying, a Wendigo, single target, if it's that locked in on it, right?
It can be a group of humans, too.
Oh, that's helpful. One or like all the people. That's cool. That's fine.
Well,
A Wendigo can have more than one target. It just never rests until it gets its target.
well,
Mm.
Wendigo or not, I think we need to go talk to Pops. And I'll take up my pocket watch, take a look, see whatever time it is. No time
And
like the
I
present.
will make sure there is...
Fucking audio cut out again. Why?
And that is just some nightmare shit right there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Holy
in that game
Jesus.
until dark or until morning or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's Gary AF is what that is.
Oh my god. Why does my audio keep cutting out? I'm having all sorts of tech issues.
Your computer when it died earlier. It was just
I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up just like resetting the whole thing at some point. Might do that tomorrow before I go to work. I don't know. Anyway, so
But
my vote.
Ace, I will make sure there's no flying or flaming swords this time. This time.
I mean, don't hold off it entirely if you feel it's necessary. Put on a good show when you do it, but only if it's necessary. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the wink when it's time.